Uh-oh. Looks like I've got a case of the Worsies. What are the Worsies? If you are new to my page, hi, welcome. I'm trying to revive my YouTube page, but my name is Shanice, and I also go by Military Widow Stuff, and I talk about military widow stuff. So, I was over at my garden the other day, and I have a community garden plot, right? And there's all sorts of little plots, and mine has actually been overrun with grass. It's ridiculous. I'm going to put a picture here. And I just dug and dug and dug, and I've done everything to get this grass, and I've kind of accepted that the only thing I can really do is just like cover it up and probably just torch the whole thing until next year, but I'm gonna fight through this grass problem and try my best. I stopped though, right? And I turn around and I look at a couple of the other garden plots, not all of them, but just a couple of them, and they've got like onions growing. Like there's this one that's got like this huge asparagus that's like been established over years, and there are ones that have like sweet peas growing, snow peas, things that grow kind of winter crops. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, what have they been doing that their garden plot looks better than mine? Let's stop right there, and I'm going to talk about what the Worsies are and how survivors and widows often get a case of them. When I have moments like this, I'm always looking at someone else's stuff. What's this mean for widowhood? I am now in the month of May, and it was Military Spouse Appreciation Day. It was Mother's Day, and I have been doing a lot of support-based things, especially with Memorial Day coming up, and TAPS Nationals will be coming up next week. TAPS Nationals is actually amazing. So I get to see a lot of my survivor friends. It is pretty much like the Grief Mambo. Like I told somebody it's Grief Disney for sure. So one of the things that I find when I'm in a certain season, Tim's birthday's coming up, my daughter's birthday's coming up, I need support. I know I need support. I know I need to reach out to other survivors who understand, and I need to just be heard, and I need to just listen. But what I do instead is I give myself a case of the Worsies. I will start having these conversations with other survivors, and I might be tapped, right? And I start telling myself, well, there's a survivor out there who doesn't have military benefits, or there's a survivor out there that's younger than me, or there's a survivor out there that might have younger kids than mine, or there's a survivor out there whose kids are teenagers and it's harder for them to experience, or there's a survivor out there who lost their child. Like, stop. That's the Worsies. When I get a case of the Worsies, what I'm doing is I'm actually starting to diminish my own experience, diminish my own struggles, diminish my own grief, and diminish my own headaches. Like, I actually need to stop comparing myself to other survivors and start actually just accepting that it's not a competition. I know the Worsies are real in widowhood because I went to a survivors storytelling workshop, and I'll just put it that way, and a lot of the common themes in some of the groups were no competing. Sometimes it feels like when you get into circles and you're not connecting and communicating in healthy ways or in healthy manners, where you've already isolated yourself and your story as either the worst one or believing someone's already got it worse, you are entering into the era of the Worsies, and it's not effective and it's not productive. So my suggestion, if you feel like me, sometimes you're getting a case of the Worsies, just stop, take a deep breath, and just say no to the Worsies. Like, it actually is that simple sometimes. Stop comparing your garden to everybody else's. Stop worrying about whose is worse, whose is better, when's it going to get better, and just try to reach support. Listen to people without comparing your story to theirs all the time. And in the meantime, make good choices. And if you like my videos, feel free to give me a like or subscribe. And that's all I got for today.